Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Your gun doctor here. Which guns from Vanguard are going to be OP in Warzone Pacific? What are the guns you should first test? We can obviously not 100% say, but from experience, there's a couple of things that make total sense, and that could definitely be an indicator why certain guns should be broken. And if you have a few last days to level, what you should level. For that, we'll go into Vanguard, and I'll point out the one or the other thing, and we'll go through all the guns together, and I'll tell you what might or might not make sense to then play, level, get better. Since no matter how good they do the integration, there'll always be mistakes, there'll all be tiny things getting themselves in, and it will always be that one or the other gun is definitely going to be broken. First up, the LMGs. I do think any of the LMGs makes complete sense to level, mostly the MG42 and the DP27. Why does that make so much sense? Because LMGs traditionally definitely rock in the Warzone. We've had the Bruin, we've had the Stoner, and we've had other shenanigans that are absolutely beaming, PKM especially, in the Warzone. The thing about LMGs is often they just counter a good time to kill with a great ADS time. So you're going to get like 500 plus milliseconds of ADS time plus open bolt delay, and that's then the TTK nerfed. So a lot of the LMGs might have like 540, 520 milliseconds time to kill, plus then 67 milliseconds of open bolt delay. So that would then reduce the time to kill to an AR value. But we all know that open bolt delay doesn't matter when you shoot first. So usually they do have a good fire rate paired with low recoil, paired with good damage. And therefore, I think MG42 and DB27 have a huge chance to roll and roam and definitely be some of the top guns I would level. For the sniper rifle, it's extremely hard to say. The one reason why the Swiss is currently so good is because the Swiss can knock with 2 chest shots on any distance, and I think it has a nasty knack shot multiplier too. Whereas with the Kar 98, if you're then hitting that chest shot and the wherever shot, it's not a knock, like kind of like that. So the Swiss is really so good because of the high chest shot damage that it actually offers, which is insane. And therefore, we can't yet say which one of the sniper rifles would definitely be a dominant factor, because there might just be sneaking in one of these things. So for sniper rifles, I would just wait for true game data to do his work to really tell us what is happening. For marksman rifle, it kind of goes the same. We have to see how they actually put the headshot multiplier in. I mean, we can see the damage values here and what it would do for vital damage, but is that also going to be staying for the Warzone? There might be a new DMR coming, or at least something like a new Type 63 DMR as an SMG then. So if it's not worth to use long range, maybe we get like an FAL style close range gun with a very good fire rate. Especially not forgetting that all these guns have like bonus fire barrels. So a lot of them have like these, especially not forgetting that a lot of these guns have like full auto barrels, burst barrels, or just rapid fire barrels. So there's so much different to come, like with a full auto barrel on this gun, maybe then using it as an SMG because it gets nerfed damage could be a thing potentially. And would have a good fire rate, 666, and then does it have the fire rate booster up front? Plus you can check the magazines if there's one also boosting the fire rate. So is there a way to actually then play it as some kind of SMG? Maybe. In the SMG category, I do think the Owen gun could be some kind of new nail gun. So that might be maybe not 100% SMG, but sniper support. So I would definitely get the Owen gun up. Same goes kind of for the Type 100. The Type 100 has a very good hip fire with a good effective damage range too. So it can also be played with a sign, and then you do use it as a sniper support too. And I think that's what we have to look at the SMGs a lot. That all of these guns, they're not just SMGs. They can also really be playing hip fire. But on top of that, they can be played as sniper support SMG. The PPSH has been a very insane one. This is going to be a Rebirth Island clapper. I just see people zooming over it. It seems like to be a controller favorite gun again because there's so very many shots to kill. And you do need to have perfect tracking with this object. The stand does feel like an interesting high risk, high reward. Like with a super high damage potential. Like you can build the stand on like really nice damage. Then with 20 bullets and something, yada, 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 yada. Could be good. For the MP40, it has also a special magazine, but I have not seen the MP40 do anything special that I kind of see to go for a crazy roll. It could be just like the standard MP5 of the SMGs, essentially. But right now, I would really go for the Owen gun and the Type 100. That has felt very good. The PPSH2, like these three down here, have felt consistent. With the ARs, all of them have kind of like something for themselves. The bar has not felt good in playing Vanguard, but due to what the bar has to offer, I think it could be an absolutely menacing AR, long range, maybe even with a sniper scope, 4x scope, something like that. When we're having the automaton seems like an M13, so it could be like some super long range beamer that does have 0 recoil, low damage but 0 recoil, so the new Kilo so far from what we have seen. Also, obviously, then a sniper support, but as sniper support, you would rather have a rifle that has more oomph, and that's where I'm feeling the AS44. That feels like a very good AK variant. That could be like a SMG 2 sniper support mix gun. The same goes for the NZ41. And then with the Volkssturmgewehr, I could not decide if I like this more long range or short range, but I think the Volkssturmgewehr also more like these three, like as SMG builds up to sniper support builds, and then the bar, automaton, and even the STG probably is long range beaming guns if you build them the right way. That's what I would be looking at or saying so far from how the guns have felt in the game and how I would assume they translate over to the Warzone. So if you're looking then for, SMG version plus sniper support guns, do these. If you're looking for long range beamers, do these, plus the bar, obviously, which would be that too. Shotguns, I haven't leveled any of the shotguns. The Einhorn is super fun. The combat shotgun also can go away. If any of these, like, I think one of them will be the new Gallo. There's no question about that. I mean, they do go like da-da-da-da-dum. So they have the chance to really become the new Gallo. For this, we'll wait for El Goomtuff, the good old Goomy. He's being definitely straight up testing and telling us which is the best. And I'll be 100% just relying on his opinion. When it comes down to pistols, be aware that already there is going to be some crazy akimbo build coming where the TTK will be busted. That is absolutely sure. There's no questions asked. Especially some of them have like options to turn them full auto. So you have full auto barrels on them too. Right now, this one with a full auto barrel was fully chalked, but maybe some of the others with full auto barrels will not be fully chalked. Like I can definitely tell you that the 1911 ain't in. Like I've tried it out. Like it does not feel like that. They would have to turn the recoil down by 400% to in any way make this something that works. Well, maybe the others are going to be it. I mean, you have the top break. It could be a doof, the good old doof shotgun ammo mixeroo. But yeah, that's something to be said for the future, like when it really comes over. But what I would level, one of the LMGs, sniper rifles, I would wane. SMGs, the bottom 3. Assault rifles, 100% the bar, because it will happen, then long range and short range to mid range. That's pretty much my opinion here on these guns. What do you think? What do you have seen in other streamers? Which guns have you leveled already? Drop that in the comments below. And which gun are you most excited about? I think the DP and the MG42 is what I'm looking for the most. Actually, the DP, to be honest, the gun has really a lot to offer. You do have a rapid fire barrel if you want it. So you could potentially play this as sniper support too with a rapid fire. Seems to have a decent ADS time and everything. You can build this with even more fire rate on the recoil booster. You have different magazines, and especially also different damage magazines. Plus, in general, just super high round magazines. I mean, we're talking about 63 rounds, like 105 rounds, 81 rounds. So it does have significant things to offer with a good fire rate. I can't wait to see how these guns will actually turn out into the Warzone. It's going to be a great map. Caldera is going to be good fun. And be aware the Gun Doctor is going to bring you videos left and right as fast, as soon, as much as possible. Don't forget to subscribe to find your way back for more. Definitely get some of these guns leveled for the respective thing you're looking for. And I can't wait to present you then the real results of my predictions were actually right. Have a good, fantastic day. Take care. See you in the next video.